Hello and welcome back to Harvest Moon, more Friends of Mineral Town. It is summertime, so 20th of summer. I've pretty much completed the entire season. I stopped it on this day because it's the cow festival, and luckily I was able to enter Bessie, who at this point has quite a few hearts. So I'm really hoping that she's going to win, and then we can get the cow festival done and over with, and we can see what kind of prize we get for that. So that should be fun. Doesn't start till 10 a.m., but I've got lots to talk about today, so it'll probably end up being another long-ish video. Before I leave my house, if I talk to Gray, he'll say, "I'll be a father, I'll support you too," which is so cute. So sweet. So yeah, my character is pregnant, and obviously your spouse, doesn't matter if you're playing as a boy or a girl, if you talk to them when you or your spouse is pregnant, they'll be so excited and so happy. And I got the pregnancy notice about 25 days after getting married, so I think it's either like a set number or it's like an in-between number depending on things like festivals and things. I'm not really too sure how that works. I've read a bunch of different things, but it was kind of like 25 days after I got married, so it's probably within like the 20 or 30 day time frame you'll get the notice. And then 60 days from then, I will have my baby. So I should have my child, let's see, should be the first week of winter. So we'll be able to see my little baby the first couple weeks of winter, but unfortunately we won't see them for much longer in the game because it'll be over by then. So that's kind of the only thing that I really did. I figured I'd talk to Gray and let you guys know about that. Outside, you can see that I changed my mailbox just because I thought it would be fun. I think I'm going to change my doghouse too to make it blue, and then that way I've got a little bit of variation on the farm. Everything's not just red. You can see like the little silo place here is blue, so I don't know, I figured I would just mix it up, and your chicken coop is blue. So anyways, I was gonna get my doghouse upgraded. I decided to change my mailbox because it's been the weird mailbox for a really long time. And I think right now I put my animals inside, but I took my chickens out. I don't know, I've had some problems with chickens, which I'll go into a little bit later, but I kind of switch them up. I'll keep a couple chickens out for a couple days, keep a couple chickens inside for a couple days, and I will switch it around. I try not to keep my chickens outside or inside for too long. I'm just trying a bunch of different things because my animals are not happy with me. And it's been like that this whole year, and I don't know why that is. I mentioned that in the spring video, that it was like the worst season ever and my animals were all getting sick and they were so unhappy and displeased with me, and that really hasn't changed in this season, which I'm a little confused about. But anyways, so I haven't really had a lot of problems with my barn animals. I've had a couple days where my animals have been a little bit unhappy, either because I forgot to feed them or because there was no grass outside. I think yesterday I forgot to feed them, which is why they're all unhappy because I pushed them inside last night. But for the most part, they've been pretty good. Actually, my sheep is the first animal that's gotten sick, so that's not too bad. My chickens, however, again, have just been a complete and utter nightmare to deal with. I actually had to sell a couple because I thought that maybe overcrowding was an issue. Maybe they didn't like there was too many chickens in there and it stressed them out, or keeping them outside for too long I thought maybe stressed them out. So I've just been trying a bunch of different things. I also checked to make sure the chickens weren't too old, and I think the chickens have a 3-year lifespan, so that's not the problem either. So anyways, I've just been kind of experimenting. Haven't really come up with any sort of findings with that. Let's go check on my chickens, by the way, see how they're doing. I'm gonna make some mayonnaise, save that for tomorrow, because I've been giving presents away, while trying to make profit at the same time. Same old stuff, but I figured this would give me time to talk before the festival, because I've been doing a lot, like I said, so that's that. I'm also going to pull up my map and prepare your eyes, because there's going to be a lot of yellow on the screen. Yeah, you can see I went a little bit crazy. I decided to go ahead and plant a crap ton of pineapples, so I've grown nothing else this season. I think I bought 25 packs of seeds. I'm actually not sure how many I have. Let's see, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Yeah, I have 24 things of pineapples, and I have 2 sprites helping me water because it takes so long to water my entire field otherwise. And I remember in the beginning of the season when the sprites didn't have enough heart points, because you can ask a sprite to do a chore for you, and if you don't talk to them, they kind of don't want to work for you again until you start talking to them and giving them gifts. So I had to kind of befriend them, and that took me a little while. So the first couple of days of the season, I was literally spending all day and all evening watering. It took me, I think, like 6 or 7 hours, maybe even more, of in-game time just watering. So I'm glad I have the sprites help, and because I have Chief helping me, which is the purple sprite, which he has the most experience in watering out of all the sprites. I think I can actually pull up the menu. Let's see where he's at. Yeah, or excuse me, it's Bold. Chief is the red one. But anyways, I have Bold helping me, and as you can see, his water skill is quite good. And if you talk to him, he's actually saying he's getting really confident with watering. And the yellow sprite is doing really well, and he's working on his watering level too. So because Bold is really good at watering, I actually haven't really had that much of a problem. They've been able to get the job done pretty much on their own, and I haven't had to worry about that, which is really nice. Those should be coming in soon, and I kind of estimated pineapples are worth $500 each, so I kind of estimated I'll probably get around $65,000 off of them. So I am going to harvest those, and we'll see how much money I make at the end of the season. And I've already talked to everybody at the Cow Festival, and I remember last time I entered one but didn't win. So I'm not going to talk to them all again. I am just going to talk to Barley, and I'm going to see if Bessie will win. So wish me luck. Let's see. Yeah! Woo! We won! Wow, there wasn't even like a black loading screen. They just let me win automatically. Oh, sweet. Its code is excellent and its health is perfect. Woo! We are awesome! Wow, thank you, Barley. Yeah, well now I'm gonna talk to all the villagers and they're gonna be so damn impressed with me. Bessie looks like she gives great milk. Can I drink some later? Well, Doctor, I don't need to impress you anymore, or else I would let you. Congratulations, just because you treat your animals so well. Yeah, damn right, it's about time I get some recognition around this place. I'm so happy for you. It's great you won. Can I ride your cow now? Hey, if you fall off that cow, your parents better not sue me. Congratulations on winning. Yeah, that's right, I'm just soaking up the stardom. And then Mary says the exact same thing. Wow, that's original, Harvest Moon translators. It's impressive to win among such tough competition. From where, exactly? Well, I guess. Your cow had good teeth, too. I thought it could win. Well, it did win. Rick. Were you not paying attention? Congratulations. And then she says the exact same thing, except with a few words taken out. Ugh, that is so lazy. Congratulations, it's truly a magnificent accomplishment. Ah, yeah, so once again we have taken the competition by storm, and the only contest that we have left to win is the sheep contest, which I think I'm going to be able to do. So, let's go back now. Now back to work. And it puts the time at 6 o'clock. I'm probably going to end up sleeping and going to the next day, because there's still a lot of stuff I want to talk about. I have been really quite busy. What I want to look at is, I'm going to assume that my cow is now going to have a crown, right? Yeah. So my cow now has a crown. Sometimes when your animal wins a festival, they'll give you like special milk. I haven't actually looked it up, but I know that chickens, for example, when they win a competition, they can give you something called pea eggs. I don't really know what the P stands for, but anyways, they're really, really high quality eggs, and they sell for a lot more than regular eggs do, and they can also give you golden eggs. You'll also notice on my chicken screen here that I actually sold my other chicken that, I think it was Not a fail. Yeah, not a fail. I stole not a fail because it was constantly getting sick. I would cure it with animal medicine, and then a couple days later it would get sick again. And I figured because it was like 2 years old, it was just getting really old, and maybe it was gonna die soon. But chickens live for 3 years, or they're supposed to. So I don't really know why that is. But I entered fail, or why can't I read today? I entered my other chicken, and he won the competition. So I still have another chicken that's giving me quite a bit of profit, so that's not really a problem there. On this screen, there's not really a whole lot going on. Everything is pretty much all of the same. I do want to make a small correction from the last video. Somebody corrected me that there's actually 10 power berries in the game, as well as the blue power berry, so thank you to the person who corrected that for me. As you can see, I actually have another power berry on my screen, and I will explain how I got that and where I got it at the end of the video, because there's some other stuff I want to talk about along with that. Animals are pretty much the same. I have a couple of unhappy animals, but hopefully they can eat tonight, and then tomorrow they'll wake up and they'll be happy, because I really don't want them to get sick. I think the sheep festival is in fall, so I hope that by the time fall comes I can get Ba up to a decent amount of hearts, at least increasing their chances of winning. Sprites, I already went over that, and as you can see, I really haven't spent any money this season. The only thing I really spent the money on was pineapple seeds, which cost quite a bit, but I do think I'm going to get quite a bit of profit off it, and I think it is really going to benefit me. As you can see, if I go down the list, I think the only day that I spent a lot of money was on the 6th day. So yeah, I really didn't spend a whole lot of money, and because I don't really have much money to spend on, I mean, there's not really a whole lot going on, and I am still slowly but surely working on my fishing rod, and I hope that I can get my fishing rod up to Mistral, because I absolutely need to do that by winter. It's going to be vital for a couple of things that I'm going to show you guys. So that is that. I might not even need to go to the next day, because the next couple things I'm going to talk about, and this is not going to be anything stunning visually, I'm just going to be paused on one screen talking about it, but this is something that's pretty important to talk about. I went and I did the liberty of mining. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, I spent, I think, 6 hours total going to the spring mine, so that's the mine that is obviously not the winter mine, the one you can get to in springtime. So I spent hours and hours and hours doing the save and reload trick, and I do everything in Harvest Moon legitimately. I never cheat, and if I do, I will let you know, of course. So I went down, and I did this totally legitimately. I went down to the 102nd floor of the mine, which you have no idea how long that took me. It took me forever. There's 255 floors, and I was going to try to go farther, but I decided that I actually need to record videos and get them out for you guys. I can't just spend hours at a time mining. So this mine here, I went down 102 floors. That's where I got the extra power berry. I took video proof of that, so you can see it. I went and I got the power berry, which is on the 100th floor of the mine. If you reach the 100th floor of the spring mine and you dig in the ground, you'll be able to find yourself a power berry. And then there are these jewels that can be found in the spring mine as well, which I've put on my shelf. And these are called the Harvest Goddess Jewels. So these are very, very similar to the Jewels of Truth. These here, it's the same kind of thing. They're collectible jewel items. There's 9 of them in the game, and once you collect 9 of them, you can create an item. So I had kind of mentioned there's 9 collectibles of the Jewel of Truth. Of course, I bought this one from Juan. I'm going to collect a couple more of them in the next video, more that we can get anyways right now. But I just wanted to show you guys these. I got one on the 60th 60th floor, and I got one on the 102nd floor of the mine. All 9 of them are going to be in the mine, and it requires you to go down 222 floors to get them all. So it is a lot of work, and I'm not going to be getting all 9 of them. But before I finish the Let's Play, I want to at least make an effort to show off as much as I possibly can. So I'm just telling you guys, I made the effort to get these jewels. At the end of the Let's Play, I will tell you what they do, if I do collect more, and we can see how many I managed to collect, and, you know, things like that. So those are collectible items. I might get more because I'm going to try to get further into the mine when I have a little bit of extra time on my hands. Like I said, I'm going to be getting some more Jewels of Truth, and when the winter mine opens up, we're going to be getting the 3rd jewel collectible that you can get. So yeah, I did a lot of mining. I put in a lot of off-screen work for this game recently because I'm just trying to finish it up and get it done and over with. So yeah, that is something that was on my to-do list. I figured people were going to want to know about that, and we're going to see how far I can get with that before time ends and the Let's Play ends. So I hope that made sense to everybody. I know I'm a little bit vague, but I want to wait until the end of the Let's Play to really explain in great detail what they do. And other than that, there's really not a whole lot of anything new. I'm going to try to go to sleep now. There's not really anything else I need to do for the day. And if I can, which I don't think I'm going to be able to, I was just going to show this to everybody briefly. But I mentioned that I had got the build on for my dog, or not my doghouse, excuse me, my mailbox. I was going to get the doghouse later. I had enough money to get the doghouse, and I have enough wood, and then I thought, okay, well, I'm going to go to Gott's, and I'm going to get him to build me a doghouse, and then I'll be able to show everybody, like, different styles. But unfortunately, Gott's actually quit. I feel like a dummy because I had talked about this in a couple of videos, and I had stressed that it's really important to give Gott's gifts and to not overwork him and to make him feel appreciated, or else he will actually quit working. You'll walk into his house one day. I don't think he'll tell you when he's outside of his house, but anyways, yeah, he'll be inside his house moping around, saying that he has no creative energy, he doesn't feel like working, and that he just doesn't have the creative urge, and to come back at a later date. And the only way to fix that is to give Gott's gifts. Now, I've read a lot of different things, and I really don't know what is true. I've read that you have to, and that you absolutely have to do it a couple days in a row, or else it's not going to work. I've just read that just giving him a lot of gifts, but you know, you can skip a couple days, is perfectly okay, and he'll eventually come back. So I'm not really sure exactly what is true, but I have been trying my very best to at least give him gifts that he does like when it is that I get the chance to. And these animals are still unhappy. I don't know what it is that I've done to you guys. I'm so sorry. Please don't die on me or something. That would be really sad. So I've been giving him gifts, things like mayonnaise is what I've been giving him because it's one of his most favorite gifts. Honey, too, I give him sometimes if I feel like it. Just anything to kind of get his creative juices, I guess, going, and to get him to get back to work. He hasn't done that yet, but I am hoping to get him to go back to work soon. I'm going to fast forward time, and I'm going to see if I can get his line out of him, because this video is getting super long. I hope you guys like these long updates, though. So if you try to talk to Gott's when he doesn't want to work, he'll basically yell at you, "I haven't felt the creative urge yet, come back later," and that is all he'll say. So yeah, the only thing you really can do is just give him gifts and hope he comes back to work. Now luckily for me, it isn't of any sort of vital importance that he comes back to work. I have everything fully upgraded. It's just if I want to make some aesthetic changes, then I want him to go back to work. But, you know, if he doesn't go back to work by the end of winter, if it really takes me that long, then it's not, you know, too big of a deal. So, anyways, yep, that is it. Like I said, I have been working really, really hard to finish up the game, and hopefully I can do some stuff in fall, and hopefully by the end of summer I will also be filthy stinking rich. So we'll see what I can do with my money in the next season. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see you in the fall season.